Bone broth is everywhere right now. It fills social media, health blogs, and dinner tables. Many voices claim it holds the answer to muscle loss after 60. Yet for countless older adults, strength keeps fading. Arms grow weaker and daily tasks feel heavier with every year. This gap between promise and results creates frustration and confusion. That frustration opens the door to a deeper truth, one few channels talk about. There is a single food that sends a far stronger signal to aging muscles, a food backed by serious research and real biological mechanisms. In this video, that food takes center stage: muscle loss. After 60 carries a name: Sarcopenia. It develops quietly, stealing balance, strength, and independence. Doctors often describe it as a natural part of aging, yet science tells a different story. Muscles respond to signals, nutrients, and timing. When the right signal arrives, even older muscle fibers wake up. When the signal stays weak, muscle continues to fade. Bone broth delivers comfort and tradition, yet it fails to provide the key aging muscles crave. That trigger determines whether muscle rebuilds or slowly disappears. This video reveals why popular advice keeps missing the mark. You will learn how muscle biology changes with age, why protein quality matters more than protein quantity, and why one overlooked food activates muscle repair more effectively than trends pushed online. Research from respected journals continues to highlight this food for its high leucine content, superior absorption, and direct impact on muscle protein synthesis. These findings rarely reach the public in clear language, yet they hold powerful implications for anyone past 60. As the video unfolds, you will discover how this food works inside muscle cells, how it supports strength gains, and why seniors respond especially well to it. You will also learn how to use it correctly, since timing, consistency, and daily habits play a huge role in results. Small changes, applied steadily, reshape muscle health over time. This approach respects real biology rather than shortcuts. Stay until the end, because the final section ties everything together and explains how this single shift fits into daily life without complicated routines. Many viewers realize they received incomplete guidance for years. This video fills those gaps with clarity and evidence, presented in simple language.
Welcome to our channel, where we break down complex health topics into clear, practical insights you can use right away. If you value honest information, science-based guidance, and content created to support healthy aging, subscribe to the channel and stay with us. Strong muscles support freedom, confidence, and quality of life. Let us begin this journey together.
Muscle loss after 60 happens faster for reasons that go far beyond getting older. Inside the body, a real biological shift begins to take place. The digestive system becomes less efficient, so protein that once fed muscle tissue easily is absorbed more slowly and used less effectively. At the same time, the signals that tell muscles to repair and grow start to weaken. Muscle cells do not respond as strongly to food or movement as they once did, even when daily habits stay the same. This silent change creates a growing gap between what the body receives and what the muscles actually use. Inflammation also rises with age, often without obvious symptoms. Low-level inflammation interferes with muscle repair and increases breakdown, making it harder to maintain strength. Hormonal changes add another layer, reducing the body's ability to protect lean tissue. Together, these shifts explain why many seniors feel weaker in a short period of time, even without major lifestyle changes. Tasks that once felt simple begin to require more effort, and recovery takes longer than expected. This progressive loss of muscle mass, strength, and function is known as sarcopenia, and it develops quietly, shaping physical ability long before it becomes visible. Bone broth does offer certain benefits, especially for hydration. joint comfort and gut support, which explains why it became so popular among older adults. However, when the goal is rebuilding muscle, its limitations become clear. Muscle tissue depends on specific amino acids to repair and grow, and bone broth provides them in very small amounts. The protein content is modest, and more importantly, it lacks enough of the amino acids that directly stimulate muscle activity. Aging muscles require stronger nutritional signals, yet bone broth delivers a signal that is too weak to create real change. One key amino acid plays a central role in this process. Leucine acts as the trigger that tells muscle cells to begin building new protein. Without enough leucine, the muscle-building process slows down, even when total protein intake appears adequate. Bone broth simply does not supply leucine at levels needed to activate this response, especially after 60 when muscle sensitivity is already reduced. As a result, people may drink bone broth daily and still experience declining strength and muscle size. The effort feels productive, but the body fails to respond in a meaningful way, leading to frustration and disappointment over time. One food stands out because it delivers exactly what aging muscles need to respond and rebuild. It provides complete protein, meaning it contains all the essential amino acids required for muscle repair and growth. More importantly, it is naturally high in leucine, the amino acid that plays a central role in activating muscle protein synthesis. When leucine levels rise after a meal, muscle cells receive a clear and powerful signal to begin rebuilding. This signal matters even more after 60, when muscles no longer respond strongly to weaker nutritional cues.
What makes this food especially effective is how efficiently the body uses it. Digestion is smooth, absorption is high, and amino acids reach muscle tissue quickly. This creates a stronger response inside muscle cells, leading to better repair and gradual increases in strength and size. Research consistently shows that older adults experience improved muscle function when this food is included regularly in the diet. Muscles that once seemed unresponsive begin to adapt again, even without intense exercise.
Because of these effects, researchers continue to study this food in the context of aging, strength preservation, and sarcopenia prevention. Its unique amino acid profile and reliable muscle response explain why it receives so much scientific attention.
This food targets sarcopenia by working directly with the way aging muscles function. When consumed, it activates muscle protein synthesis, the internal process responsible for repairing and building muscle tissue. Aging slows this process, yet the nutrients in this food provide a signal strong enough to restart it. At the same time, it helps reduce muscle breakdown, which often accelerates with age due to inflammation and hormonal changes. By supporting both sides of the muscle balance, repair increases while loss slows down.
Over time, this steady support leads to measurable improvements in strength. Muscles recover more efficiently after everyday movements such as walking, climbing stairs, or carrying groceries. Recovery no longer feels prolonged or draining, allowing daily activity to become part of the rebuilding process rather than a source of fatigue. This food aligns with the natural needs of older muscle tissue, instead of pushing the body beyond its limits. That alignment is what separates it from passing trends that promise fast results, but fail to respect biology. Its effects build gradually, supporting function, resilience, and muscle health in a way that aging bodies can actually sustain. As the body ages, digestion and nutrient absorption become less efficient, which makes food choice more important than ever. This food stands out because it digests easily and places minimal strain on the digestive system. Its protein structure allows enzymes to break it down smoothly, so amino acids enter the bloodstream without delay. Instead of being lost during digestion, a greater portion of the protein becomes available for muscle use. This efficiency matters after 60, when the body can no longer afford to waste valuable nutrients. Once absorbed, the protein is delivered directly to muscle tissue where it supports repair and maintenance. Muscles receive the amino acids they need in a form they can actually use, rather than struggling to extract them from heavier or poorly absorbed sources. This helps explain why smaller amounts of this food often produce better results than larger servings of less efficient proteins. Intake alone does not determine muscle health. Absorption plays an equally critical role, especially for seniors. When the body uses more of what it consumes, muscles respond more reliably, supporting strength and function even as digestive capacity changes with age. Research continues to highlight consistent patterns when this food becomes part of the daily diet. Studies associate its intake with improvements in muscle mass, particularly in older adults who face age-related muscle decline. Strength gains are measurable over time, showing progress in grip strength, balance, and overall physical performance. These changes reflect more than temporary boosts, as muscle function also improves, allowing movements to feel smoother and more controlled during daily activities. The body responds gradually, adapting to the steady presence of the nutrients that support muscle repair and maintenance. Seniors tend to benefit the most because their muscles are more sensitive to high-quality protein sources that deliver strong signals for growth and repair. Research often notes that consistency plays a central role in these outcomes. Regular intake leads to better results than occasional use, reinforcing the importance of routine. The improvements appear over weeks and months rather than days, aligning with how muscle tissue naturally adapts. This approach supports sustainable progress rather than rapid change, reflecting a process that builds strength and function through steady biological responses instead of sudden intervention. Using this food effectively depends on how and when it becomes part of daily life. Timing plays an important role because muscles respond more strongly when protein is spaced throughout the day rather than consumed all at once. Distributing protein across meals helps maintain a steady supply of amino acids, allowing muscles to repair themselves continuously. Small daily amounts often work better than large servings taken occasionally, especially for seniors whose muscles respond best to consistent signals. Light movement enhances this effect by encouraging muscles to use the nutrients they receive. Simple activities such as walking, stretching, or gentle resistance exercises help direct protein toward muscle repair instead of storage. This combination creates an environment where strength develops naturally over time. Consistency proves far more valuable than quantity, as regular habits shape long-term muscle health. Even modest routines, repeated daily, support strength and function more effectively than sporadic efforts. By keeping the approach simple and sustainable, muscle rebuilding becomes part of everyday living rather than a temporary program that is difficult to maintain. An honest reality check builds trust and keeps expectations grounded. This food does not act like a miracle or create instant transformation. Muscle tissue changes through biological processes that follow a natural pace. Exercise still plays an important role, since movement gives muscles a reason to grow stronger and stay active. Strength development unfolds gradually, guided by repeated signals rather than sudden shifts. Visible changes usually appear over weeks rather than days, reflecting how the body adapts step by step. What this food does offer is steady support for the body's natural repair systems. It provides the nutrients muscles rely on to recover, maintain structure, and respond to daily activity. When combined with consistent habits, It creates a foundation that allows progress to continue without strain. Aging muscles benefit from reliability more than intensity, and this approach respects that balance. Progress built this way feels subtle at first, yet it becomes meaningful over time. Strength improves, recovery feels smoother, and physical confidence slowly returns. This steady path reflects how lasting change actually occurs, guided by patience, routine, and support that aligns with the body rather than pushing against it. Sarcopenia is not an avoidable fate written into aging. Muscle can be rebuilt after 60 when the body receives the right signals and the right nourishment. Food choices shape how muscles respond, repair, and adapt over time. While trends rise and fade, biology remains constant and dependable. Muscles respond to quality, consistency, and support that aligns with how the body actually works. Feeding muscles wisely creates strength that supports balance, independence, and confidence as the years move forward. Progress does not require extreme routines or complicated plans. It begins with informed choices repeated daily, guided by evidence rather than hype. If this video helped clarify what truly supports muscle health after 60, show your support by liking the video. It helps this message reach more people who need clear and reliable guidance. Subscribe to our channel for more science-based insights on strength, aging, and healthy living. Staying informed is one of the strongest tools you can use to protect your future.